What's going on, guys? Dale Valor here from Modern Valor Dating. Listen, I see so many guys out here with a false sense of entitlement. You know, I read a lot of Facebook comments in our Facebook group and just hearing people talk and just different discussions here, there, and everywhere. And I see so many guys that feel like that they're entitled to female attention in dating just for the sheer fact that they're a man and they have a couple of things going for themselves. And then when they don't get it, what ends up happening is they're bitter, right? Where they're like, oh man, well, you know, women aren't appreciating me for who I am, you know, or all women are like this and blah, blah, blah. All those types of things and all those types of excuses. Or they turn it inwardly and they're like, I thought I was good enough, I guess I'm not, because this particular situation didn't work out because it should have, because I do this, therefore I'm entitled, okay? And so I think that that's a really negative mindset that we need to stay away from. And so I think one of the ways to do that is really go deep on it, man. What does a sense of entitlement look like? And how can we keep ourselves from falling into that trap? So I got a few thoughts on that. We're going to get into it right now. Let's get it. Number one, because you put the work in, all right? And that's great, man. If you're working on yourself, you're leveling up, you're trying to move forward with your life and trying to do the best that you can, and you know, you're going to the gym, you're trying to improve your financial situation, you're trying to get better with women. I applaud all of that, man. That's what this whole channel is predicated on. But here's the deal. Just because you do that doesn't entitle you for it to always work. All right, in large part, man, dating is a numbers game, okay? You're not going to get every girl that you approach. I don't care who you are. You can tell me the most famous Hollywood celebrity guy that's supposed to be super handsome and super rich and super popular and all that kind of stuff. Understand, there's women that will reject that guy. Just because you're working on yourself doesn't mean that you're going to just hit it off with every single girl that you approach. Some of them are going to reject you. Some of them are going to reject you because they're blind to the fact that you are who you are. You've been working on yourself and you're moving forward. You got goals and aspirations. Some of them just can't see it, okay? Others don't care. And then there's others that you didn't communicate it properly enough for her to invest in this. Okay, so look, there could be a combination of factors going on, but just because you're leveling up doesn't mean that she's gonna come home with you, okay? And I see it, so many guys that fall into that trap. That's like, I'm doing all this stuff, what am I doing it for? Okay, well look, man, it shouldn't be for them to begin with. It should be for you, okay? And the attraction part of it, hey, look, that's part of the fruits of your labor, and you kind of feel like you deserve that because, you know, you go to work, you work a full week, you know, you put your 40 hours in, you expect a check at the end of it. Unfortunately, everything in life isn't quite that fair, right? I think that we can all see that, and we all know that on some level, all right? So just know, just because you're putting in the work doesn't mean you're going to get it, all right? It just doesn't. Now, I'm not trying to discourage you from putting in the work. Keep going, man. Keep doing what you're doing because it's benefiting you at the end of the day, all right? We're going to get to number two. Let's go. Number two, because you're a good guy. Hey, look, I'm such a good guy that I don't have any boundaries. I'm what they call a nice guy, right? I will do anything for anybody at the drop of a hat. I have no boundaries. I don't enforce boundaries. I'm here to do your bidding. So therefore, since I am like that and I'm such a great guy, you should just know to owe me your attention. You should go out with me because I'm such a nice guy. Unfortunately, that doesn't cut it because what you're doing when you do that is called a covert contract. There's a great book on this called No More Mr. Nice Guy by Robert Glover. I highly recommend if you deal with nice guy syndrome and you know who you are, if you deal with that, I highly suggest reading that book, okay? It goes really deep on covert contracts. What a covert contract is that you and we're going to make an agreement. But you don't know that we're making this agreement. Only I know that we're making this agreement. So you didn't agree to anything. But in my mind, you did. And so when you don't live up to your end of this agreement, I'm going to hold it against you. I'm going to resent you. Therefore, think of it like this. You're an attractive girl, okay? And you ask me, hey, Dale, I know you don't have a life or anything going on or any boundaries. Okay, you probably didn't say it like that, but that's the gist of it. Why don't you come over and paint my house? Sure, sounds good, because you're pretty hot. That means that I'll be able to get in good with you, and you will appreciate this effort so much that we're just gonna get it popping. And so here I come, paintbrush in hand, you know, and I paint your house. And at the end of it, I'm like, all right, so what's up? What's my reward for this? Oh, thank you, good boy. A little pat on the head and send you on your way so I can go date the guy that I actually like tonight. You know, that's what a covert contract looks like. Stay away from that. Be upfront with your intentions. Let her know what it is that you want from her, okay? It has to be equally beneficial, man. It's got to be a win-win. It can't be a win for you and a loss for her, and it can't be a loss for you and a win for her, okay? It has to be a win-win situation. That's the best way that it can work out. And really, ultimately, the only way that it really should work out. All right, we're going to get to number 3. Let's go. Number 3, because you're attractive. All right, maybe you're a physically attractive guy. All right, you're in the top 20% or 10% or whatever on the physical attractiveness scale. All right, and you may be used to, getting your way with a lot of women. There's going to be a lot of women that you're not. And the thing is, you shouldn't feel like that they owe you, like you're doing them a favor by being around. Because here's the deal. As far as looks go, there's a lot of different perspectives, right? There's some guys that will tell you, looks is everything. You gotta be as physically good looking as you possibly can be, all right? Then you have other guys that say looks don't matter, all right? I kind of fall in the middle of that. So my thing is, look, try to level up your looks as much as you can, but don't rely on that, because the physical attraction part is just a part. It's a piece of a puzzle. Ultimately, what you want to be doing is being well-groomed, trying to dress somewhat stylish, separating yourself from the way the other guys dress and look, having a unique presentation of yourself. Another thing too, go to the gym, start working out if you don't already. Figure out your body type. What is it that you want to do? Do you want to, get lean? Do you want to put on muscle? Do you want to have a swimmer's physique? Like, figure out your body type and what works for you. The diet that you have. Try to maintain a healthy diet as much as you possibly can. And, look, dude, these are all things that I'm working on myself, okay? I'm there with you. I'm trying to do that as well. So don't take it as like, somebody yelling at you. Take it as I'm in the same boat as you, but I'm putting in the work. I'm doing what it is that I have to do because I owe it to myself, not because I owe it to somebody else, and therefore I'm entitled to something. Okay? All right, we're going to get into number 4. Let's go. Hey guys, wanted to take this quick time out just to remind you, if you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so now. Why? Because we're putting out videos 3 times a week to help you level up your dating life, your personal life, every aspect of your life. And that's what we're here to do, and that's what we're gonna do. So make sure that you subscribe, like the video, share it with somebody that you know needs to see it, and I know that you know somebody that does. In addition to all of that, the last Saturday in July, we're going to be doing our monthly live Zoom event. And this month, we're going to be talking about overcoming your limiting beliefs. So all you got to do is register and show up. It's 100% free. Number 4, because you have a good job. All right, okay, cool. You got some money in the bank, you know, and you can afford things, and you can take girls out on these super expensive dates and that kind of thing. All that's well and good. It's not about the money. It's about you presenting the fact that you have the ability to make money. You have the characteristics in order to do that. Because if you go out and you're just trying to impress her with your wallet, you are setting yourself up for A, gold digger situation, or B, or both really, where you are in a provider role, where she's just going to be reliant on you because of this money, not because she's actually attracted to you. What you want to do is you want to demonstrate that you have the characteristics, the wherewithal, the assertiveness, the aggressiveness, the intelligence to go out and make these things happen. That you can go out, you're the guy that can go out and kill the woolly mammoth. In other words, you know, you're that guy because you have all the capabilities to do so. Because look, dude, you know, anybody can win a scratch-off lottery ticket, okay? And what happens to most lottery winners? If you look it up, what ends up happening is most of them lose the money that they won. You know, I'm talking about like, you know, the type of people that win like Powerball. You know, I won $100 million. More times than not, those people go bankrupt. Because they don't have the wherewithal, they don't have the intelligence to maintain that money because they never made that kind of money. Most people who have a lot of money, it was incremental and they knew how to budget, they knew how to save, they knew how to invest. And as they made a little bit more money, they just changed it up a little bit and then made some more money. And then as it grows, it grows and grows and grows, and they know what to do. And if something was to happen where you lost that money, you still have all that information inside of your head to be able to do it again. And so that's what's attractive, is the fact that you can do it, not that you've already done it, you see? So yeah, okay, actually, let me backtrack a little bit. It is attractive that you've already done it, but ultimately, women want to be on the bandwagon. You're on the way up because it's a whole lot harder to lock somebody down who's already there than it is somebody that's on an upward trajectory, right? So, and that's anything in life. You know, who doesn't wish they bought stock in Apple in whenever, in 1988 or something? You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't even know if that's like when Apple went public. I'm just throwing it out there. But you get my point though. You know, they want to be a part of somebody's life who has a clear path to success. Not so much as that they're already successful, okay? So that's the deal. All right, we're gonna get into number 5. Let's get it. Number 5, what you are entitled to. Here's what you're entitled to. All those things that give you a false sense of entitlement, you're entitled to those things. Meaning, okay, look, you're entitled to have the opportunity to put the work in, to start watching other things on this channel that is going to be informational for you and help you level up. It's going to enable you. You are entitled to be a good man, not a nice guy. Again, many of the things on this channel are going to help you with that. You know, you are entitled to make yourself as attractive as possible. Okay, to go to the gym, to work out. Even if you can't go to the gym, man, there's obviously things that you could do at home. You know, you can do push-ups, you can do sit-ups, squats, all those things. You know, there's nothing really holding you back here. You are entitled to be successful financially if you put in the work to do so. All those things are going to equal so much value for yourself, all right, that it's just going to make you the most attractive guy that you can possibly be. And you're going to reap all the benefits of that. But it doesn't make you entitled for somebody's attention. They are entitled to give the attention to who they see fit. And if that's not you, then they're missing out if you're doing all those things that we just talked about. So listen, a little while back, we did a video on the nice guy syndrome, where we go really, really deep on it. You know, we touched on it in this video, and I think that it would be either a refresher, or if you're not even really all that familiar with it, hey, look, We really break it down in that video, and you'd be doing yourself a huge favor if you go and check that out, all right? So I will see you there.